The biggest gap in HAZOPs is not knowledge. It is what happens when you hesitate. You may understand the theory, but when you face a real PNID, when you are in a real HAZOP meeting, in a real local decision session, everything starts to slow down. The meeting is moving forward. Somebody might ask a question. You already jump in, but then you pause. And in that split second, you make a quiet calculation in your head. Am I right? Am I looking into this problem from the right angle? What if I'm wrong? And by the time you've checked it, the moment has passed. Not because you didn't know it, but because you were not sure that your logic may hold. And that's why you keep silent and you say nothing. Or you may say something, but not as confident and as clear that you could have. 5 minutes later, you realize you noticed something very important, but you don't express it. This is not lack of knowledge. This is lack of execution under pressure. You're still translating it. You're not seeing it. Actually, you would like to be able to look at the system and instantly say how it works and how it behaves, to build cause consequence safeguard logic that holds to forensic scrutiny, to justify SIL requirements in a confident manner, and to turn analysis into real outputs and deliverables of process safety and functional safety, like HAZOP worksheets, LOPO worksheets, SRS inputs. But at the moment, the gap is not knowledge. It is execution under pressure. And that kind of clarity and confidence does not come with reading more. It comes from constant feedback, correction, and more importantly, repetition. And after enough of those moments, you start realizing something. This is not about learning more. This is about becoming someone different, the one that people turn to when decisions matter. The one that when he walks into a HAZOP meeting or any safety review meeting, quietly shifts the direction. Not by talking too much, by thinking clearer. Not just participating in the discussions, but influencing them. Not just by filling the worksheets, but producing deliverables that others rely on because they are already well structured, defensible, and high quality. Not just by sharing opinions, but by making judgments that hold up under pressure and scrutiny. The kind of work that doesn't require explaining twice because they are already logical, clear, and robust. This is the shift. This is the shift I'm talking about. The shift from understanding to influencing decisions, from analysis to defensible outcomes, and from participation to confidently operating at a true consulting level. So over the next 6 months, you will probably sit in dozens of critical reviews. And each time that you hesitate, even slightly, you're training the room how to see you, not once, but repeatedly. And believe me, in these kind of environments, perception compounds fast. And if you are seen as somebody who understands but does not lead, that position becomes very hard to reverse. So it's not about learning more, it's about how many more meetings you are willing to go through knowing that you are not operating at your full level. Because waiting does not pause the game, it just locks you in your current position. It's not about 6 months of waiting. It's about 6 months of positioning yourself below your full actual level repeatedly. After working across decades of real projects, one pattern shows up again and again. It's not the knowledge that holds people back. It is the inability of applying them under the pressure when the room is moving fast and the decisions actually matter. I have seen highly qualified professionals who sit in critical reviews but still hesitate to structure a consequence properly, or to challenge a safeguard, or to stand behind a sell decision confidently. Not because they don't know it, but because they have not built the execution depth yet. And I have also seen the shift. When someone has gone through enough real structured practice, something changes. They stop translating theory. They start seeing the system. Their questions become sharper. Their logic becomes harder to challenge. And their work starts to hold up without needing defense every time. That's when people start listening differently, not because of titles, but because their thinking is clear, well structured, and grounded on real execution.